Dude, I love this music. It's so good. All right, cool. What's up, everybody?
Hey, I'm Spikevegeta.
I'm JHobz. Welcome to the Thunderdome.
The loser will literally die. We are here for week 1 of Speedrunning Underground. Hobson and I are very excited to bring this to you guys. Every week we're going to be trying to bring you guys a different matchup across speedrunning, across all different types of speed games, and across all types of different skill levels. Tonight we have got 2 upper mid-card players, I would say, at an awesome new game. We've been racing this seemingly non-stop. It has ruined my sleep schedule. Celeste, everyone. It's going to be Celeste in any percent form between Ivan and Midboss, 2 good friends of ours from the collective group. Should be a lot of fun. Do want to remind you guys that any bits thrown down during the course of this race will be thrown into a prize pool. Half of that will go to the winner of this race, the other half to this channel, so split between myself and Hobz.
Yeah, so get those like bits in, cheer on your favorite runner and whatnot. Should be super fun. And should we just kind of get into this, or do we want to talk a little more about them?
No, these 2 hate each other, as you'll be able to see from their file names coming up. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and get set up. This game moves at a breakneck pace. Unbelievably fast speed game. Tons of tech and everything to it. A bunch of people have been getting into it, so should be a lot of fun.
I know, dude. I can't get over these drums.
Music,
I can't wait for us to get to like that.
Do you remember this is like the worst part of the game?
Alright, I think we're starting to get ready now. Ivan's finishing up his city IL.
Right.
Alright.
The thing is, like, there is no downtime for them to, like, look over unless it's between the chapters. So, like, he's probably looking over.
Alright. Get the audio.
There
we go. He saw it.
That's where Daddy likes to see it.
Alrighty. And
so, no, we will be running, both of these runners are going to be on the PC version, which is currently at the most advantages over the console versions, at least freaking the Switch version. I'm not going to update that shit. But yeah. This will be in any percent. This category, for everyone who doesn't know, runs a little under an hour. So, don't blink. It goes by pretty fast.
Of course. He's got to enter the file name. You can see the fucking rivalry.
How much they hate each other.
Totally not friends offline.
Oh.
Mid bitch.
He told us beforehand his name was going to be Walmart, and then he remembered how much he...
Ivan's ready. Let's go ahead and get... Oh, shit, fuck.
Oh, shit, fuck.
Let's get this shit underway. Alrighty. Alright, so... It'll be slightly delayed, but you guys will see it all happen pretty soon. We're going to get them all ready to go. I should probably get ready to start the timer. That'd be smart.
Oh, yeah. That's us.
All right. Here we go.
All right.
One.
Kicking it right off. We are in the intro, and this is the craziest the movement tech ever gets. Hopping.
Yeah.
And jump, and jump, 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 and jump, and jump, and fall, and then jump again, and then jump, 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 and speed transition. And then you
nice play-by-play there.
Yeah, this is so good. And then jump and jump and jump and jump and
Yo,
jump.
Midboss didn't start to hop.
No, I was going to say, Ivan's getting his hops a lot faster. I think he has taken the lead on the hops, actually.
Starting off with the lead, dude.
I think he actually took the lead on more hops.
That's actually hilarious. For those who don't know, short hopping is indeed faster in this game. Oh my god. That's hilarious. All right,
It's also one of the last times you'll really see this strat on display, because for the most part, you just learned what you saw right there as the dash, and they're going to be dashing as much as they can. Anytime you land on the ground, you can dash from there. Anytime you screen transition, you can dash from there. So it's pretty. Oh, we got some good sync going on right here.
Yeah, dude.
All right, so here they are.
All right, so chapter 1, like city ILs are super fun to do. You'll see immediately they can. Oh, immediately Ivan
taking the death.
Midboss getting off to the early good start.
Oh! Why didn't we say shit?
Oh my god, we had to say something, dude. Ivan taking it right back. So in this game, yeah, as Spike was saying, you can dash and everything. You can also do some really cool strats where you dash and then jump. That gives you a lot more speed and carries your speed through your jump for a while. And then you can, on top of that, dash at the ground and jump, whether you're already above the air or on the ground, and get even more speed. So you'll see that all over the place, as you saw Ivan do right through the transition here. And you can also like bounce off of walls and shit too. And Midboss is like really desperately trying to catch up now. They don't know either. Like neither.
No, they have no idea. Like some of them, they might be able to get in calls throughout this.
Midboss died
Midboss
again.
taking another death. He's a couple of screens behind Ivan right now. You see lots of cool ways to carry your momentum off of these swinging platforms.
Ivan taking another death. It's not too bad at the beginning of a screen like that. You see he like kind of moved really quickly back into it, but you know what? Like Midboss catching up a little bit of time because he didn't die right there.
Oh, that is a painful
one.
death for Ivan. Oh, that's allowing now Midboss only a full screen behind at this point.
Oh my god, and Ivan dies
it's
again.
tied up, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so who's gonna get this first? They have to do a spike jump like that. Midboss even went for more of a setup and didn't get it. So damn, that's a pretty big time loss as well. He got it the second try. Ivan didn't make the jump up though. They're now tied, going back up. Midboss is taking the easier way.
The casual route.
But Ivan edges it out, so he managed to get through chapter 1 first. This is what we were hoping for, man.
2-second time loss. They'll both tell you those are terrible times.
I was
133, 135 apiece.
I was so hoping that we would end up with like a super close race out of these two. I'm excited already. Starting off quick. Yeah.
It's definitely one of those though. You can say like, oh, why are they dying so much? Shouldn't they go for some easier strats? I think it's more like a mindset with this game. I would say. I know you played as well. I know I play like a little bitch when I play this game. Hobz, you always go for harder shit.
Dude, you gotta go for everything, man.
It's just a mindset where you always want to be going for the toughest
the
stuff.
Fucking sync,
wow,
dude.
the sync
so
coming
good.
through the screen.
Both
Can they both get under?
Oh, but only Ivan went
Midboss
under.
Going for this over
That's
strat.
why you gotta go for everything,
There it
man.
is.
You saw Ivan just taking the lead pretty quickly off that. Because this is a game of like individual seconds, man. If you can save 1 second, that's actually a pretty good strat.
Yo, quit talking about that, JHobz. I know these cubes give you a hard on. What are those?
Dude, I fucking love this mechanic. This is one of my favorite mechanics in just video games, honestly. But this is like my favorite mechanic in the game. You dash through the cube and it keeps your dash direction all the way to the end of the cube. And then you can also jump outside of it as well. I don't know why we're calling them cubes in a 2D game.
Right, you know, it's whatever. It's dash cubes, dash cereal. I don't know. I think it was. We got to play this at PAX a couple years ago, and that definitely got us excited by itself for it. You also see, like other things we talked about, like landing on the ground and going through screen transitions. This also you'll find throughout this game, constantly things will refund your dash.
Dude, Midboss just barely dodged battle in there. That was insane. Oh my god. But yeah, everything that you can find to reset your dash is gonna be used throughout the run. That's super cool. I've been taking it a bit safer at this like second key here, not second, but we'll see if Midboss hops out. No, he does the same thing Ivan does, so not quite catching up time there. This is like the harder screen in this chapter, and also the longest one, so we'll see if either of them fuck this one up.
This one is a huge time loss. Looks like Ivan's gonna get out of there. Midboss trying to get over. Oh! What? Oh no!
He was good, dude. He just had to hold left. It was so close. So now Ivan still in the lead. You can hear the music is starting to fade out because he's almost done with this chapter already. Meanwhile, Midboss, dude, he's got to be coming in with a chair on the next one or something.
Yeah,
coming into the arena, start beating.
He's got to knock him out.
We'll see how that goes.
All right, coming through. That's going to put him at about a 20-second deficit. Certainly something that can be made up throughout this race, though. Ivan going through the little post game right here, a little chill moment. Mainly at this point, you're not dealing with any hazards or enemies or anything. You're just dealing with trying to get to the other side of the screen, which still you can lose a lot.
Yeah,
of time
what's
on.
surprising is it's actually like really difficult movement. It's some of the most difficult movement is like at the end there,
right?
Where you have to like you have all these just this uneven terrain that you need to kind of like just deal with as quick as possible. So Midboss, it looks like he's doing pretty similarly, but he could potentially save a little bit of time during this back section, try to catch up in chapter 3, because chapter 3, oh fuck hard.
There's only 7 chapters in this run, but chapters 3 through 7, like 1 and 2, you saw pretty short, only like a minute or 2 a piece. Ooh, I haven't had good optioning out of that, pulled back there. But chapters 3 through 7, all much longer. Even if these guys do it well, it's still going to be somewhere around like the 6-minute mark. So the chapters get much bigger. A lot of this chapter, I consider this one of the hardest chapters in the game, having to deal with all of these rotating fuzzballs, these, you know, whatever you want to call them.
Ooh, Ivan with some sexy hyper boost strats, dude. Some good hyper jumps.
You saw there from Midboss, a cool little trick where, because you're coming out of the screen transition, ooh, Ivan saving himself right there and going underneath, barely avoiding, that you can actually then, since it refunds your dash, you can then out of a screen transition, get another dash, and jump right up to that.
Yeah,
key.
Ivan died though in the meantime. Not a very long one, but all of these walls that have the little like tentacle looking things on them, if you touch them once, then they become active and harmful after that. So they work just like spikes. So once you've touched them once, you can't touch them again, and Ivan had a problem with that. But he's still keeping his lead right now. He's keeping it going through Chapter 3. He's starting to get some of the good music going. Dude, I love Chapter 3 music. It's it's not a mistake that we start with it. So this skip is actually really hard. So Ivan already died once on it. We'll see if he gets a second one. It's not like the worst skip, but okay, 2 tries for him. So maybe Midboss can catch up in a little bit when he gets there. Ivan, meanwhile, is going to have to deal now with just cycles upon cycles throughout this level. All right, Midboss on the right. Let's take a look, see if he gets first try. Oh, he does the opposite of what Ivan did. He hit the top of him instead of the bottom, but he does get a second try.
He goes for it again.
Yeah, so that was good.
Oh, I thought he might have missed the key for a split second, dude.
Meanwhile, Ivan in the like maze room, the room with a big mess. There is actually a kind of cool order in which to do these rooms. This is where the track starts being fire, by the way.
Yeah.
But so you need to
a real slapper, and then how my boy Ivan would say it. But
so you actually do like there are 3 sections of rooms. Ooh, Ivan take another death. That's a pretty easy one to take. Oh, but not 2 in a row.
Ooh.
Definitely don't want to do that.
Midboss back in this right now.
He's now having to wait on the cycle too because he already died twice on the earlier cycle. But he's doing the first of 3 sections in a certain order to speed up that big maze room again. We'll see both of them take the same direction. Ivan went once for a jump off the spike there. Didn't go for it a second time, though.
Yeah, bailed out almost immediately. You wonder, like, maybe is that, like, some jitters to it? His movement looks a little off through a couple
Midboss now, right side. He gets it first try.
He gets it. All right, he has definitely caught up a lot of time.
He didn't die in that other
room. Yeah.
He also wasn't dying in the same room that Ivan was, so already looking pretty close again. Ivan now making his way into the upper section of this area.
Yeah, the order you do these 3 rooms, and you can do them in any order. Ivan taking another death, another
That's
death.
the other thing about this is the cycles are like slightly different after you die, just due to how long it takes you to get into the room and stuff. So he actually, it's really easy once you die once to die a couple more times in quick succession. Midboss, he's only what, 1 room behind now?
Yeah, he is 1 room behind at this point. We have Ivan out and then Midboss in.
All right.
Ivan finished with the second of the 3 rooms, so he's going to drop straight down and be able to talk to Mr. Oshiro right there and then move right over to the right room. And a lot of the order we do it in here is just to optimize the movement in between. Wooden Barrel, thank you for the 1,000 bits, man.
Oh, man.
That kicks off our cup, guys. And this is an exciting race right now. We are in the same room, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god, dude, those deaths from Ivan. Oh, but he barely gets through quicker. He's just a fraction ahead of Midboss now, but he goes for the super
Oh my
sexy
gosh,
strat.
Midboss is taking the lead. Midboss playing like a monster right now.
Unbelievable, dude. Oh my god, I cannot. Oh my god, not even dying again. We're gonna switch that game audio over to Midboss now, though. You're gonna hear a bit of double audio for a second. I'll get that fixed up for you, though. So now, because Midboss in the lead, he is our current leader, is gonna be getting all the spotlight on him. Oh, I think I still have 2 audios playing. Sorry, folks. Get the case
I do
out.
like this music, but we don't
not
need 2.
Not that much.
Subasa, thank you for another 1,000, dudes. That's already 2,000 in the cup, guys. Remember,
I've been seeing some earlier ones too, because sorry to completely cut you off on that, but yeah, half of all the bits raised like during this race will go to the winner of this race. So it's like, you know, the fucking match is on the line.
Yeah.
Yo, Midboss with some sexy strats getting up top. Nice little kick from him. I like calling them wall kicks. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I call them wall kicks as well, even though like it's all like wall climbing, you're jumping up the wall. Like, I don't think we have like exact names.
I'd say for the dash versions.
Sure.
You know. Midboss coming into an actually really easy room to take a death in. He's gonna go for 4 hypers in a row.
No!
Unfortunately takes the death and a second one. Here we go. Ivan's 1 room behind now.
Ivan's opportunity. This game,
Midboss, dude.
This game is go, go, go. There's like no opportunity for like a little rest.
Sorry, Ivan wasn't 1 room behind, but now he is.
Multiple screens. Now he's 1 screen behind.
And there we go. Midboss finally gets an intentional death after
Ivan
picking up the
takes
key.
Though.
So he's now back out of this room.
Taking the first death. Midboss had.
Okay, Ivan got through a little bit quicker, so definitely catching up a lot of time now. It's going to be anybody's race as we go into the Oshiro escape. So, favorite music in the entire game for me. At least out of the A side.
No, I agree with you there. That music's really, really good. I don't think there's much bad music in this game, but this is also an awful section. Mr. Oshiro, I don't know like the best way to describe what he does here. if you wait long enough, he'll chase after you, but it feels like the more you move through a screen, it accelerates it. Not
sneaky cycles,
long.
dude.
It's gonna have to jump up for this other bell. We call them the ding-dongs.
Alright, Ding Dong, he's through that room.
Moving here for one inside screen.
Now he could potentially go. He could have saved a bit more time going above Ashiro there, so a little bit of a mistake there. And ooh, quick little death. Ivan trying to catch up, but he's getting walled by some sections too.
Again, it might just seem like, oh, a quick, like a 2-second death, but that also, like Hobbs was saying, it resets the cycles for them. So all of a sudden, they're going to have to know, all right, how do I react to this? Ooh, Midboss barely staying above Ashiro.
Oh,
there.
and barely not falling into the Black Death at the bottom. He's going to have to dodge through here. Oh! Sneaky job, he gets through, and this is actually the final room, and probably the most difficult room in this escape, so if he manages through, he's through most of the hard stuff, but, of course, Ashiro's still trying to get you the whole time, and he's out. Chapter 3 is
in the books. All right, Ivan moving into the last screen. He takes the immediate death as well. Again, that's going to change all the cycles, even if it was just a quick death. Tapioca, thank you for 700 bits, man. Appreciate you.
All right, Midboss heading into Chapter 4 now as Ivan needs to clean his way out of the mess. That is Chapter 3 for him. I mean, he had a pretty substantial lead going in and lost all of it.
Yeah, I lost 7:02. Lost 46 seconds there between Midboss and Ivan.
But he's done now, so...
Yeah.
Over on to Chapter 4 with Midboss in just a moment. Now, Chapter 4's big mechanic, kind of big two mechanics, or really three. They've got clouds, they've got wind, which does affect the physics of the game, and they've got these movable blocks that you'll see, as well as some bubbles. Damn, I forgot, like...
I was about to say, Chapter 4 actually throws off. I've heard some people say, like, Chapter 4 is not that cool. I love Chapter 4.
Yeah, Chapter 4 is awesome.
Especially some of the B and C sides you get into it. So again, like Hobbs said, you're going to be dealing with the wind, which throughout this run, you're actually going to see wind going in all directions, up, down, left, and right. So that just is going to have to adjust.
Oh,
that's little right quick death there for Midboss. Not a big deal. Again, nursing a little bit of a lead, but one that can go away very easily. To note with the bubbles that you can actually just... instead of waiting for them to move forward for you, you can press Y or dash, whatever that is for you, and you can auto-move them forward. So that allows you to go through the bubbles very, very quickly.
All right, now, using one of these moving blocks, he's actually not opting for a spike jump he could have done. That's pretty difficult, but saves a lot of time, but he does go for the nice skip with the wall kicks here. Oh! Does it a bit of a different way. That was very weird. So, he's not taking any real big deaths, but he's had a little bit of sloppy movement here and there that Ivan could potentially pick up on. Let's see if Ivan on the left here, while Midboss is going to wait on this platform all the way, we'll see if Ivan also does not go for the spike jump. Okay, so he's going to try to do the same thing Midboss did, but he's having a bit more difficulty, so not going to be saving the time that he had as a potential.
Still might have saved about the same time as Midboss, was quicker once he actually got into the room itself right there.
That is one of the cool things about, like, these two guys running this game, too. They do a lot of the same shit, because we've been running this game since, like, day one.
Yes.
And it's super, super fun.
Yeah, both of them I know constantly. I've seen them both in calls together, just talking about, all right, what do you do here? And they've traded strategies. So, you know, ooh, Midboss taking a big death there, actually. Like, it went back really far. Died here on the spikes on that platform. Ivan's going to need a couple more of these right now to get tied back up.
Anything that costs you a half a room or more is usually going to be pretty bad, especially when it's a lot longer of a room. Ivan, unfortunately, also dying in the same room.
Same room. Died a lot earlier, though, than Midboss did. He definitely has made up some time here in Chapter 4 after Midboss...
Oh, Midboss taking another bad death. So this is kind of an auto-scroller, you know, screen here where you have to just activate this platform and then move along. And he died after activating the platform. So it could have been a lot worse, but it certainly was not something that's going to help him out. Ivan, though, taking a death as well.
Oh, he was able to hit the checkpoint on that platform right there. Ended up being a smart move for him.
All right, Midboss is... Oh, just gonna jump in a pit.
That's, you know, that's a strategy you can sometimes use. I like to use it a lot in my runs. Nice to know Midboss giving me the shout-outs.
You might say it's a bold strategy
at this point.
All right, so now Midboss going into the escape. Again, most of the levels have these kind of escape-type sequences to them.
Right.
So even though he's not running from anything, you can hear with that epic music going on, the wind is actually more strong, a lot stronger in every
just
section.
Getting to it as well. Only maybe 15 to 20 seconds behind right now. Well, a little more now after taking that death on these crumbling platforms.
And Midboss also, on his screen, you'll see these snowballs that are flying across the screen. I always thought they were bubbles when we first started playing, by the way.
Oh, really?
Because of the way you bounce on them. They, like, squish a bit, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
But no, they're definitely snowballs. What do you, like, I think the snowballs are, like, a cool mechanic and stuff.
God, they suck. You're an idiot.
Dude, you're a fucking idiot, man. So, like,
no, dude, and both of these runners will tell you the snowballs, like, when you play this game casually, they do nothing to you. They're just like, oh, they're there, cool. When you start trying to go fast in this, oh my gosh, I cannot believe Ivan is still alive.
I'm just saying, I don't think either of them have died to a snowball yet, or at least I haven't seen Midboss do it for sure.
Well, they're lucky. They're counting their blessings right now. Ivan died right there. I'm telling you, died to a snowball right there. Suck it, Hobbs.
Okay. All right. Well, whatever. Midboss didn't, and that's why he leaves Chapter 4 with the lead.
Whatever.
So, moving on to Chapter 5 now. Oh, man. All right. Ivan still, like, it seems like these escapes are not necessarily his forte here. I mean, it definitely took a few more deaths than Midboss that did there. I'm sure there's no, like, fucking nerves on the line for these guys, you know? Just having fun with the race, but like you said, been doing them practically every night.
All right, Ivan here on the final screen of Chapter 4. It's a long one, but he's coming up on
the win for the extra strawberry.
That's right. That's
showing some swag. All right, he's out now, too. Only a few screens behind Midboss into Chapter 5, as well as, of course, all of that extra stuff. I guess we got a little bit of an audio delay from Midboss' stream. Sorry about that, guys. He's actually skipping through a platform instead of taking an intended bubble usage. Now going to have to continue on through Chapter 5. Now, Chapter 5, I think, is not the most difficult in, like, the first half of it, but has maybe the most difficult ending to it.
Yeah, it's definitely the most obtuse in terms of just, like, the feel of it. I've been taking a nice up strat right there. There's a lot of different ways you can do that room with the moving platforms. But you're going to be dealing with these red bubbles. As you can see, the red bubbles. Let's see if Ivan's able to get this strat right here.
Ooh, first try as well.
Very nice.
Nice job. Not giving Midboss any leeway.
Skipping 2 whole rooms over to the left, which ends up being 3 rooms because then you take it back over to the right. So pretty big time save. Again, you can say something saves like 5 seconds in this game. It is huge. But yeah, you got all these other mechanics like the red bubbles you're going to be dealing with, more keys to get into doors, and also having to carry a friend of ours in a little bit. Also dodging some of the only like enemies actually in this entire game. We'll get to those here pretty soon as we're about to move into the drugs.
The drugs, dude.
Yeah, Ivan having a little bit of trouble. He's going to just let this carry him over, drop down and dash through it.
Midboss doing a nice job of activating both those switches. Now he's in the drug sequence. This is like some of my favorite boss design or enemy design, because they need to teach you how these enemies work, and how better are they going to teach you about how they work than let you be the fucking enemy.
Right.
Like, that's so cool. So Midboss has to go eat himself real quick.
Nice.
Yeah. And then he'll be moving on to a much longer sequence with a lot of those guys. Ivan's still trying to catch up. I haven't seen too much like slop from him in this early section.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like you said, the first half wasn't going to separate these two guys, but too much. It's really going to come a lot down to the second half, because now, like Hobbs said, they taught you how these enemies work. They're about to start throwing you at them soon. Also, you can see with these platforms, basic, every time you dash, that's what moves them. So that's why it's taking away. That's why you're seeing her hair transition from red to blue right there. That's how it tells you that you're losing your dash. So here are the enemies. These guys are the greatest of snipers.
Oh, Midboss doesn't seem to know the strat about letting the enemy grab the keys for you. Oh man, and barely having to dodge them, because they do lock onto your location and then attempt to home into you. Oh, but he gets the sick bounce strat
knocking
off the
him
guy.
down into the second key.
You know
so
what,
good.
Spike? That was so sexy that I think I'm going to need to see it again. So why don't we just look at the instant replay and watch? I was a little early, I guess, on that.
No, you can see a couple of rooms. That's how
yeah.
ballin' Midboss is playing right now.
He's going to bounce him. All right, cool. So I messed that up. But
that's fine, you know.
I messed up the replay timing.
All right, big room here. Big potential for a large time loss if Midboss gets caught right here. He is able to bait the enemy over. Ooh, and barely getting away. All right, at about the halfway point of the dungeon right here.
We'll get a better instant replay, folks. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
We'll get a good one.
GDI Hubs.
All right, Midboss coming up to like the biggest sequence break.
Without a doubt, the biggest sequence break.
In the entire run. So he's got to do one of those hyper jumps, but also change the direction of it. And bam, just like that, he skips having to pick up 2 keys that in a series of other rooms that would have helped him get through that area.
Ivan moving up, getting his last key as well. The same. He's going to come over, but dash right up and in. He's fine. Looking like at their in-game timer, Midboss hit there about 3:17. Ivan about 3:19. So Midboss has made up a little bit more of a lead, but so far Chapter 5 has largely been a non-factor in this race. Ooh. I do a little different strat there. Wasn't super clean for Midboss. All right, Ivan moving into the huge sequence break again. Nice. Is also able to get it. He got a little less close to the spikes.
Excellent job from him.
Didn't quite make me sweat as much.
And now Midboss is into the most difficult section of Chapter 5 by far, which is the Theo section. So you have to carry Theo around in this crystal. Oh, wow. Barely dodging the enemy there. You have to carry Theo around in this crystal. And then on top of that, like, you can actually maintain a lot of speed if you dash or do any of the variations on dashing and then jump and pick up Theo after throwing him. Like, you'll maintain a lot of speed. And Midboss doing a pretty good job with it so far. I know he actually really hated this section during the first playthrough.
He hates the beholders or whatever these enemies are called.
I wouldn't be so... Oh, wow. Barely dodging him again. He's right on... Okay, he's good. I wouldn't be surprised if Midboss like takes a death in here and kind of tilts a little bit because of it, just because he does have trouble with this section.
He is near the end. He's going to try to get on this dash to make it move and then carry that momentum off of it with Theo. He's going to have another series of that right here. Only a few rooms left.
Oh, man. Wow, having to jump over the beholder there again. He also has to make sure that, like, Theo does not get crushed or thrown in a pit like that, so...
All right, a little rude there by Midboss, but a quick death right there. One of the least punishing he could have had. Midboss overall, though, having a really good Chapter 5 into the final screen of Chapter 5 right here. Second to last, but last one you really have to stress about.
And, yeah, this is the really difficult one, too, and he got through really cleanly. Midboss keeping that lead and maybe even building it throughout Chapter 5.
Moving down. It could be, there's a lot of nuance to how to move through this screen correctly. I'm not sure a lot of us know how to do it.
Dude, it's
at all.
That screen is like...
Oh my gosh!
Just gets trolled by the eyeball at the end. Oh, man.
Ooh, okay, Ivan with just a few screens left as well. Thankfully, that door closed for him, or he was about to have not a fun time.
Insanely close. Like, he slammed the door. I'm going to try to replay that again, because he slammed the door right on that guy's head, and I think my replays are a bit behind, so we'll get it, like, fixed up, hopefully. Yeah, they're just behind. We'll figure it out.
It was right there. Okay,
yeah, it's so close.
All right, so we're moving here into the beginning of Chapter 6 for Midboss. This first section, again, they're treating it like a little bit of a tutorial for you, just showing you this feather mechanic. It's interesting. I know I personally prefer to play on D-pad for the entire game. Hobbs, what do you like to play on?
I actually use D-pad for most of the game, and then for the feathers, I use the analog stick.
You go over to analog.
Yeah, so it's a really annoying like piece of movement, having to like switch which one you're using. But now we got the Kevins.
Dude, shout-outs to Kevin.
Shout-outs to Kevin, dude. These enemies are basically, you dash on one side of them and they will travel in that direction until they are stopped. So, wow. Midboss actually hit him on the bottom.
Oh, I couldn't tell what happened.
Yeah, but he gets to go for the nice little skip for his, as a consolation prize. Now using the feather as well, so he's through. Ivan trying to catch up in Chapter 6. Both these runners are playing on PC. If they were on a different version, then they might be on an older patch that might cause them a little bit of slowdown. So good, dude. All right, Midboss is coming up pretty quickly to
another little sequence break right here.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, able to just instead... those are... what right there you saw right there is called neutral jumps. It basically allows you to infinitely climb walls by just tapping jump and then tapping rhythmically back in the direction you were going on that wall. You can climb higher than you're supposed to in this game, all the way up a wall. Skipping an entire left section right there. And you can see, again, all this momentum conservation. Shouts to the devs of this game. Clearly, so many things they built this game literally for speedrunning.
Yeah. And not even just like like they probably did, like for a fact they did.
Yeah.
Like Kevin actually speedruns this game and was a dev on it, so that's super cool. Midboss now going into the like kind of series of it's almost like this would be a puzzle area, but really it's just a top route and a bottom route at most screen transitions. And then he's gonna be going up to a boss sequence coming up, which is one of the coolest bosses in a platformer ever, I'd say. Hopefully he doesn't take too many deaths. Oh, goes for a hyper there and had to cancel his speed because otherwise he was going to dash right into the spikes.
As you can see, these bumpers are really fun to work with, but they can also be quite finicky. Just difficult to get the exact angle that you want, because you can manipulate them, obviously, to, you know, if you want to go far to the right side of the screen, you're going to bang right into the right side to get a lot of momentum going that way.
Oh, Midboss trying to do a sequence break, dies once. Let's see if he keeps going for it. He goes for something, and
I don't know what it was, but he tried.
He got through it that next time. You just have to duck and dash there, and you can get under the spikes while not needing the use of the Kevin. And he's doing, I think this is the faster route of the rooms. Ivan, though, trying to catch up as quick as he can.
Whoa!
The sick momentum boost from Ivan, and that's going to definitely speed him up. But he's taking the top route now instead of the bottom. So he has to deal with this.
I am not sure I have seen this room.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever played this one.
All right, well, it's got a ding-dong room to it.
Yeah, not the right choice there, Ivan.
That's, at least from my standpoint.
Yeah.
But
he made pretty quick work of it, though. Midboss is now finally hitting into that boss I was talking about. So, cool sequence where it's still just a lot of platforming, but you also have an enemy trying to attack you while you also need to slam yourself up against the enemy. Like, just hit the enemy right in the face. And that's how you deal damage. Ivan taking a bad death on the left.
Trying to cut it, not having a safety bounce there, just going right on the right side. We got Ivan here getting up pretty close to the boss.
Definitely not what he needed to catch up. Dude, my replay timing is like...
It's alright, you showed him getting that screen first try.
Okay, wait, no. Are we going to see the death? And there it is. Okay, cool.
It's alright. Good stuff.
Cool. I know how to use tools.
The program you built. It's whatever. Ivan, okay, optioned out and went top route there, getting over to the grandma. Now you got Midboss over here going to hyper off of that again, maintaining a ton of momentum all the way into the screen transition. And now we're into that boss that Hobbs was talking about. One of the coolest bosses. Again, we always talk about it. Ori and the Blind Forest, one of our favorite games. It throws bosses at you in the form of a lot of chase sequences, and so does this game as well. It's one of the only cases where it's not exactly a chase sequence where you're getting chased,
yeah,
but rather you're doing it.
It's not an escape sequence or anything. Right. You're instead chasing. It's super cool. And Midboss making pretty quick work of it. It's really easy to kind of get walled in a couple of the rooms here. Not so much out of these first couple, but oh wow, barely making it onto that platform.
I hate this room. This is actually like my least favorite room in it. So nice to see him get through it first try. Let's see how many balls he's gonna wait for. All right, got it right after the fourth. That's 4 out of 5 balls.
So now he'll probably wait in this room for all of them to be shot. Yeah, he did. Those balls are way worse than the lasers. They're certainly the worst part of trying to like speedrun this boss.
All right, I've been doing a solid job with the boss so far early on. Again, he's gonna need some openings here from Midboss.
Oh, Midboss almost got hit by that laser. We'll see how he does now. I almost just want to like shut up half the time in this because the music's so good.
The music's good, yeah. But again, to know, guys, this is chapter 6 of 7. Again, everyone's got like your own way, I guarantee you. Especially these two guys. I will tell you, both of them have not watched a ton of strategies. A lot of it's just them working off of their own platforming prowess. Both of them very used to playing 2D platformers at a high level.
Midboss having some narrow dodges, dude. Ivan, unfortunately, has taken at least 1 death in this escape sequence already, so...
Yeah, Midboss not giving him that opening. You see right here...
Wow, dude.
If I was Midboss right there, I'd have been sweating bullets, man. I like these little, like, dash downs from the top of the walls he's doing right there. All right, going through there.
Oh, man. Dodging another laser narrowly. So now he's into the sequence where the boss kind of gets tired of it. And then the boss is going to ramp up on top of that. So not as many screens left, but certainly a lot more difficult ones. This one especially, if you don't get the hyper right away, all right, cool.
Yeah,
can sometimes make it a lot really easy to die several times. And wow, getting a nice hyper strat from there, or from Midboss there as well. He wants to win this one, man.
Yeah, he's all of a sudden seeing. I want to remind you guys, if you want to cheer on the players, the winner of this right now could be Midboss, but we got a lot of game left to play in Chapter 7. Any amount you guys cheer throughout this run will go into a pot.
2 in a row, dude.
Ooh, but Ivan takes a death right here.
The runners will win a portion of that prize pool.
Yeah.
And oh my god, Midboss is getting infinite by this level.
Oh no, guys. Again, they do not know where each other is. They're not in a voice call together.
They could be watching each other, I guess.
Maybe,
I don't know.
they
might be.
Yeah.
No
Ivan went in, barely getting in there before the laser's going to hit him. All right, Midboss in the second to last screen once we hit. It's going to be this long vertical drop. And he's going to have one screen after this. Going to jump into the boss. Going to have one more hit. He's got a nab right here.
All right, so he's into the last screen now, and Ivan's just starting the ramp-up sequence. So full sequence behind. Definitely not going to really see a lead change in Chapter 6 here now. But we're still going into Chapter 7 with it being anybody's game. Oh, God, Midboss!
Oh, he tempted fate, ladies and gentlemen. And Midboss with that finishes off the boss. The spikes are gone. From here, it's just more movement, which you can definitely lose some time on. Looking like he's going to get a high 7-minute time.
Yo, you get those sick RPG elements with the level up there. I'm definitely should have submitted this to RPG
limit break. You gain 1 level in the run.
Hey, dude, it's a level 2 speedrun. Like, that's
pretty high. I know y'all like your level 1 speedruns. Overrated as far as
all right, Ivan now also, wow, not quite as close as Midboss had it with that laser. But Midboss into Chapter 7 now. Chapter 7 is probably the single longest chapter in the run, and also has a medley of challenges for you. You just got to go back through every single chapter.
For those of you who are Mega Man fans, you like maybe the boss rush at the ending where they make you refight all of them. That's not what we're getting here. Hobbs, you said it first. You have a level rush here.
Yeah.
Oh, Ivan getting through the boss as well. Maybe he was able to make up a little bit of time there, but he's got a lot more to make up here in Chapter 7.
Yeah, this is easy to take a death on, as we see from Midboss already, because even though you have 2 dashes, most of the rooms, your strats are going to be around using both dashes. So as soon as you kind of drop one where you didn't mean to, you're out of a dash and you're out of luck. Midboss now, didn't like the setup from that. And see there,
just go ahead and take the retry.
Didn't get the dash reset with the hyper jump there. Ivan's out of Chapter 6, so coming in close behind.
Yeah, coming in. So they're going to have to go through one section representing each of the chapters now after this one, this original one. After this, they're going to be moving in through the chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4 that we just went, and 5 that we just went through. Little mini sections of each of those. So Ivan about 1 full section behind now.
And he kicks off Chapter 7 with a death, so not the highest of notes, but he can still make up the time for sure. Midboss into the Chapter 1 section now. Has to reuse all the mechanics that you saw throughout the entire game.
Everything's getting mixed up for him now. Seeing these dash crystals come more into play.
Opted for a little bit of a slower strat there, so I don't know if nerves are hitting him or something, or maybe he's just like, that's just how he always does it, but
sure.
Leaving Ivan in window. And we have seen these 2 racers actually bring it down all the way to Chapter 7 before.
The last race, I saw Midboss take it by 10 seconds. Both of them have traded off the wins quite often. We got Ivan moving here, final screen of this first section, while Midboss moves into the final climb sequence of the second section.
So 1 full section behind still. It's been the story throughout the last few chapters.
Right, Chapter 3 so far has been the story of this run. We do have Chapter 3 coming up again in one of the hardest parts of the run. We'll see if it decides it. Now we're back to the dash cubes or whatever, dash cereal, I don't know.
Space blocks.
Space blocks, yeah, sure. You gotta collect some of these cubes, or collect some of these ding-dongers.
Nice job with the keys. So with these, it's all about, like, which springs can I skip, right? Or which ones are going to be faster for me. And Midboss has a choice here. He can either move to the right or go up immediately. He went up immediately, which I believe is the faster route decision. But we'll see what Ivan chooses for when he gets there. As Midboss is not taking any deaths he has taken, I think, 1 death, but he's not, like, giving any big deaths where Ivan could be catching up now.
It's possibly going to come down to this Chapter 3. If he can monster his way through that, he might have this race on lockdown. Drops underneath and goes diagonal through the cube.
Ivan did a sexy skip, and we got a sync up.
Oh,
here
yeah,
now.
sync up in a way.
Yeah, one section apart. All right. Midboss Indu probably, as it was the hardest level, I think, like in my opinion anyways, it's probably the hardest section of the final level as well.
Yeah, many screens here. You have to deal with the cycles of these dust bunny type things.
But Midboss making good work of the first few screens.
Destroying it, making it his bitch. Let's go. Making it his mid bitch.
Making it his Ivan, dude? Like,
oh, okay, yeah. We'll quote that one. All right, so we're dropping down.
All right, he's through probably one of the longer screens.
He's got the longest coming up, though, here. This is a screen that can very easily cost you.
Oh, Ivan, by the way, he went for the other room during that fork choice, and he ended up dying at the very end of it, so not looking like that was the right decision for him.
Midboss playing it a little bit safe, but is able to get through that longest room in the level.
Opts not for the shortcut room, instead goes up through the outside. But he's gonna basically need to like really get walled somewhere at this point.
Yeah, at this point he's starting to build up again. It's staying at a full 1 section.
Especially with Ivan taking another death. He was
Ivan taking the death.
Trying to speed up like just a hair, because like we said, this game just a few seconds at a time.
Alright, moving here into the Chapter 4 section. So Ivan definitely lost some time there on Chapter 2. Could not afford that right now. Midboss taking the screen transition right there to get his dashes back so he can take this top route. Skipping over a couple of very slow screens.
Gets his complimentary fucking strawberry there, too.
You gotta have one. It costs literally no time at this point, because the time will end as soon as they reach the end of this level, the very top of the mountain.
He's got a few more snowballs to deal with. Midboss did a good job of dealing with them the first time, and he does a better job this time, bouncing off of it to narrowly escape death.
There is a point where if you're too far right, the snowballs will not spawn. I got a little nervous there right at the end.
Midboss not going for the sexy auto-scroller skip here, because you can actually skip half of this room, not having to wait on this auto-scrolling platform, but he didn't go for it, so giving Ivan a bit more time there, but again, it's kind of his run to lose at this point, his race to lose. If he really needs to make a lot bigger mistakes rather than just take some safety.
Right. Oh, Ivan had an accidental diagonal right there. Did not want to obviously go into those dust bunnies.
And he also takes the outside route, Ivan does, instead of going for the shortcut route inside the building. So no kind of time difference there. Midboss, again, still making quick work of Chapter 7.
Yeah, he's got one, so he's about to hit the final screen right here, going in. It's not too difficult of a final screen. I don't know what they go for necessarily. They're going to try to get on top of this cube right here. Do a hyper off of it. Ooh, okay, just got a straight dash. Now moving up, is he going to try to go for just a straight dash there? Yep.
Does. Cuts out a little bit of waiting time where you normally have to fall back down. Ivan on the left didn't go the upper route in Chapter 4.
Ooh, and got punished for it, taking a death right there. Midboss moving into the Chapter 5 section. This is the second to last section in the run.
Yeah, because you would think, okay, well, so what's the last section, Chapter 6 or whatever? Chapter 6, you actually kind of fell down at some point.
Sure,
so,
you were at the bottom.
Yeah.
In a way, Chapter 6
is your
was the first thing.
Yeah.
All right, so we got this spike jump coming up here.
All right, if he commits to this, this could actually take him forever because these sequence of jumps are so specific. And he got
the 5th try. That's fine.
Yeah, not too bad. Only one death as well in it, not dying on every single one. Ivan could try to get it first try or could skip it entirely, but we'll see when he gets to it. I'm going to direct your attention real quick to the left side, see if Ivan goes for the skip here. No, he's also going to wait on the auto-scroller, so no time caught up there for Ivan. Like we said, these guys kind of do a lot of similar strats.
Right. So it's hard, like, they don't
Oh, but Midboss on the right.
Did he go diagonal through the spikes?
He did the sexy dodge. He doesn't even go for the door dodges, but he does the other sexy one. We'll see if we can catch that again. On the instant replay, you'll see... My instant replays are fucked up, dude. I don't think we're going to catch it.
No, but just look at this amazing play. Oh, and then he did it right there. Just check it back on the
My instant replays are borked. I don't know what happened. Blame me. I'm sure it's my fault.
I happily will. That's fine. All right, out of the Chapter 5 section, Midboss with a low 7-minute time, going into the final climb. This is the final boss of the game. You see that number 30 on that checkpoint flag. Those are, in fact, checkpoint flags. There are 30 of them. Sitting 29 right there. Fun fact, originally there were only going to be 20 of these, and they said, oh, that's too hard. So the guy went in and just threw 10 of them in random spots. So they might come in quick.
Explains it.
Yeah, that's why.
I was always wondering why there are a couple that are like way easier checkpoints than others.
Yeah, you'll see some where it looks like they just go bang, 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 just
like
3
that
in a
one,
row.
kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, Midboss dying. Now,
hit,
these deaths, like, even though you have all these checkpoints everywhere, they can be pretty costly, especially near the end, because the rooms are significantly longer between checkpoints later on.
There's 25, there's 24.
He's also having to deal with the wind forcing him down, just
Yes.
making gravity a lot stronger. You actually still dash the full distance, I think, but you don't jump as high, so...
Right.
Midboss.
Alright, Ivan going up on this key. Ivan coming up on this key jump. Takes a death as well. Gets it a little faster than Midboss there.
Oh, and then, okay, yeah, that's right. He retried.
Yeah.
I thought for a second he died before getting to the key. Alright, Midboss. Heading up into the next section now.
Dashing through all these crystals. I'm sitting over here playing my Switch version, being jealous of how quickly you can go through those dash crystals. It's whatever. The patch is coming soon.
Alrighty.
Midboss
17.
on 17. Ivan still having to deal. It's going to take some pretty big deaths at this point for Midboss to throw this one away.
Is one of the longer screens, but he gets through that checkpoint. Up to 15. Yeah, like we said, some of the checkpoints are right next to each other. Now, this is one of the longest checkpoints. So, on Midboss's screen, we'll see... Oh, takes a death once already on it.
Okay.
So, even though that wasn't, like, that far into it, it's still pretty far. Like, this is
one
such
of
a
the
long
longer
one.
deaths you can have here.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ivan not having a great death there either.
Okay, and then Midboss got through it second try there. Ivan needs to get into this final climb soon. And he is almost there. He's in the final section now.
Yeah, this climb doesn't allow for a ton of sequence breaks, at least what you're seeing by these players right here. It's very specific about where the walls are, where you get to use all of your different dash crystals and everything. Of course, as I say that, Midboss skipped over a dash crystal back there.
Dude, he actually did like a wall jump to skip over some spikes that I know he learned
saving those frames
from Kevin. I know Kevin specifically called it. He was like, Midboss, there's one for you. Like at one point.
You can have that
Oh,
one.
dashes right up into the spikes.
This can be a tough little section. Precise little movements.
Oh, man, skips the checkpoint.
He's doing this. Man, I wonder if he knows how far ahead he is right now.
I don't know, man.
Swagging out.
I think he just wants to put Ivan in the ground, dude.
Ivan's sitting here at checkpoint 26, a full 20 behind Midboss. Ooh, and taking that death right there.
Alrighty, we'll see now. Midboss, checkpoint. Now, see now he waits on the checkpoint that you don't have to wait
Right.
on. I don't get this guy, but I don't need to get him to see that he is going to possibly win this race.
If you guys want to get in any more cheer throughout the rest of this run, get it in right now.
Cheer with Midboss if you want to see him close it out, kick some ass. Cheer for Ivan if you want to see him potentially come back. But Midboss is into probably the last difficult one, and he gets through it, so...
Yeah, this is pretty much a done deal. Dashing up through the crystals at this point. He's got one more checkpoint he's got to get to. Doing the jumps right there. Make sure he doesn't run out of grip right before that. And now it is just a bunch of dashes on this final checkpoint. And we are done, ladies.
Congratulations to Midboss. Going to be the first winner in the Speedrun Underground Thunderdome, spectacular.
And that's
bam,
a 40,
there
42?
We go. Fucking finished for Midboss. On our screen, it's a 44 real time. But yeah, 40-42 in-game time, which is how you actually time it in this game. And damn, that was... pretty damn solid.
Honestly, pretty good. I don't know what his PB is right now. I don't know if he has a sub 40. So I think that was a really, really solid performance by him.
All right, let's
choke of the century time. Nah, not quite.
Nice job on Midboss to finish, but let's go ahead and watch Ivan finish out here.
Coming up on the Ding Dong Room himself. Ooh, tried to hold down. It was a mechanic we didn't really talk about too much, I think. Maybe at all. But you can actually hold down. Again, all these little things, these devs clearly made this game with speedrunning in mind. You just hold down and you actually go down faster.
Yeah, you get a fast fall. Now, Ivan, we'll see if he skips the dash crystal here. No, he opts for it this time. He's probably seen at this point too that Midboss has finished in
the channel.
done in the SRL channel. So, ooh, get it. Still a little bit of a nice fast falling, but still not too far apart for these guys. We'll see what the final like in-game time is. Oh, he also
exact same dash.
Give these runners some fucking helmets or something, man, because they both died there. He opted for the checkpoint this time. And Ivan now 7 checkpoints away from the end. Pretty solid race, I'd say.
Yeah, really excited about this first race. Glad that we had a good one between these two runners. Again, guys, we are looking at bringing you guys Speedrunning Underground every single week. We're going to be switching over to Wednesday nights now. Again, I've got MoMam coming up. Make sure you can also put in the command for MoMam 3. That's going to be cool.
Ivan went ahead and skipped the Chapter 5 checkpoint.
What a god.
Just like, for those who don't, oh god.
And then he dies on Chapter 4.
So for those who don't know, you can actually skip the chapter, or the, I'm saying chapter.
The 4th checkpoint, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you can skip the checkpoint number 5 and it'll actually checkpoint you there anyways. I've been showing the greater game knowledge, man. But unfortunately not the greater skills in this run. Not in this matchup.
I'm gonna tell him you said that. Moving on.
I'm okay with it. It's almost like we've live streamed this for anybody to potentially hear me say it.
Oh shit, that's how this works. Alright, moving on, he's got this last little scary part here, depending on how much you jump. Yeah, because again, that makes you run out of your grip faster. So he's moving up here on the final climb, looking like he's going to have a low to mid 43 right here. Alright. And with a final time of 43.18, I believe that was.
43.19.
19, okay, yeah, there it was. There it was.
46.43 on our like big timer, but
yeah, on the real
nice
time.
job. Nice job from both runners. You know what? I will take something that's less than 3 minutes apart for week number 1.
Absolutely.
For week 1.
We know how much these guys hate each other, how much they're going to have a grudge match, a run back, a salty run back after that.
Right. Oh, they probably will, like right after this. But you know what? Let's go ahead and I want to see if we can talk to him. Let Midboss shit talk Ivan for a bit. So let me play some music here. Get this down, and let's see if we can go talk to these guys. Fucking let them know that we're ready. I was super excited with that though, Spike. I thought that was super fun.
Yeah, really excited about that being our first week. We're getting set up. We have not confirmed with our racers for week 2 yet. But you guys should have another game that's near and dear to our hearts coming to you guys next Wednesday night. We're going to try to shoot for 7 p.m. Eastern time for all these. And thank you guys once again for all the bits thrown throughout that. Half of that will go to Midboss as our reigning
victor
champion.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, what's up, dude?
What's up, man?
Dude, Ivan likes the dick.
Well, congrats, Midboss, dude. Taking week 1.
I think that should be the entire interview. Just like, Ivan likes the dick. Drop the mic and just fucking go, dude.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. That was so bad.
I know, both of you, like, right after that, I was like, oh, they both died like 4 or 5 times like chapter 1. I was like, they are hating this shit right now.
Neither of you happened, were either of you, like, did you happen to be, like, pulling up the other person's stream and, like, seeing what happened?
No, I didn't.
No, okay, so, yeah, you guys were incredibly close until chapter 3. Well, even through chapter 3 you were like super close, because Ivan, you just had the like rougher chapter 3 basically.
I died so many times in chapter 3.
Dude, I died like 7 times in that key room. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that was a really
you kept dying there, but like Ivan came in and he only died like twice there, but it was like neck and neck. Ivan had the lead all through chapters 1 and 2 pretty much, except for like the first 1 or 2 deaths, and then like Midboss took it back in chapter 3 because Ivan, you just kept getting walled in like one room, and then fucking you like gave back so much of the lead at the key room. Like Ivan was like 4 screens away, and he caught up to being like in the same screen when you died, dude. Like with the key. So and then like super close throughout the full like escape and everything, but then you like put it in fucking 4th gear, Midboss. Goddamn.
That's what I've been I need to practice 1 and 2 a lot. I just like haven't.
Out of curiosity, do you have a sub 40 in-game time? Do you know?
No, this is a PB.
I was about to say. I don't know. I was like, that was a 40?
Wait, no, was it?
It was
no, I did.
40.
So I did a bunch of practicing,
Oh,
so I could
what
beat
a
Ivan's
dirty
ass.
practicer.
And then
He's
I
a fucking
just, like,
dirty practicer.
did one off-stream run, and I got like
I thought he was just
14
gonna
or
show
something.
He couldn't believe what it did. Well, guys, I
Playing
have
Dark
to
Souls,
ask
man.
you, inevitably, are y'all gonna have a salty run back race tonight?
Probably. I don't know. We're playing Terraria later. Zandscar's gonna get on my case if I don't do that.
I don't know. Dark Souls sounds pretty fun.
Yeah.
How you been enjoying Dark Souls? It's been good,
That's a lot of fun, man.
right? I played like a bunch of it like last year and stuff. It was super fun.
What made I forgot? What made you? For anyone not knowing, Ivan's playing through Dark Souls and now Dark Souls 2.
Wasn't it a
for the
sub
first
count
time.
thing?
Yeah, was
Yeah.
it a sub count thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Did Dark Souls 2? Did you just like jump into it yourself and say like I just keep on playing the series?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks guys for
Yeah, good
for
stuff.
joining us. Thanks for
Yeah, dude, that was
doing the
fun.
race.
Thanks for hosting.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem. I hope you guys end up enjoying the commentary we provided if you watch it back later or something.
A lot of shit talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Midboss
Oh,
will
yeah.
You'll
Oh.
get your check in the mail. But
Nice.
yeah.
Dude, I hope you guys just saw like me tilting. Like any room I died in, I died like 5 times
Yeah.
in the same
Oh no,
room.
we saw it. I was
Oh,
like, all
fuck,
right,
dude.
he's got the potential right here. I'm getting calls with this motherfucker.
The entire like Theo section, I'm sitting there going, if Ivan dies, if Midboss dies once, Ivan's gonna take the lead back because Midboss is just gonna die 12
I got
times.
one death in Mirror Temple, and it was me just like standing there throwing Theo in a pit. Like,
That was all.
I just like.
It was a casual golden strawberry.
Oh my
It looked
god.
like you just said, fuck it, man.
Dude,
I hate
it's
this
in that room where you have to like throw Theo onto the platform. You have to
And
dash to
then
like
dash.
move.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just like walked up and I just chucked him in the pit.
You just didn't even move after like you didn't just like mistime the dash. You just stood there after throwing him in the pit.
I don't even know. I forgot what room I was in, so I just kind of like
Oh
throw
my
the
God.
button and all of a sudden he's
So
gone.
funny.
I was in tears.
Dude, oh my god. Alright, well, thanks guys, and yeah, we'll hit you guys up later, but that was super fucking fun. We're gonna peace out now.
Alright. Make sure everyone to give both of them a follow.
Yeah, their
So-
names are on the screen, the Twitch names and everything, so. Alright, see you
dude.
guys. Alright, cool. Thanks everybody, that was super
Yeah,
fucking fun.
that's absolutely what I wanted from the first race of this. Again, we're trying to highlight, you saw right there, both those players, we noted there were a lot of strategies that they weren't going for. We're trying to highlight speedrunners of all sorts of different games at all sorts of different skill levels. People have ideas for like, oh, I'm not very good at Super Mario 64. I don't care. I want to find 2 people who are going to have good chemistry together and who are going to be close every week that we put this up. If you're first and second, that's cool. If you're 75th and 76th, that's cool too. So that was a super awesome week of Celeste. We're not going to reveal quite yet. We need to confirm with a few runners, but be sure to follow both of us on Twitch and Twitter, myself, Spikevegeta, and JHobz.
Yep, J_Hobz for me on Twitter, JHobz296 on Twitch. And yeah, we'll see you guys on Wednesday, and actually, we're not even gonna go anywhere because we're gonna play some video games, right?
I was about to say, we're probably going to play some video games here
Yeah.
pretty soon. So.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and just like give us a quick little like intermission thing. Well actually I don't even think I can. You know, fuck it. Just like hold on everybody, we're gonna get this set up for
Everyone
like the-
shut the fuck up.
Let's go. There we go. Alright, cool.
Hey.
What's up? What up everybody?